Good morning, grade 3 students. How are you? And welcome to a new English lecture. This is lecture number 6. Our lecture this week is about comments, exclamations, and monsters. So let's see, what do we have here? First, before we start our lecture, we have some revision to do. From the previous week, we covered some vocabulary and phonics. So now we're going to review these vocabulary words. For example, number 1 here, I have the word pride. So pride, let's do some activity for this. For example, describe something you take pride in. Have you done something recently or lately that you take a pride in, or you took a pride in? If you have done so, you can mention this, or you can write it on a paper and then tell me later about it. For example, maybe you watched the English video by yourself and you solved the worksheet all by yourself. So I believe that this action or this thing will make you feel proud of yourself. So you will take pride in studying by your own. The second word that we want to revise is the word remind. Remind. What things remind you of your early childhood? So you can mention something that reminds you of your early childhood, maybe a teddy bear, maybe a car, maybe a picture. These things can remind you of your childhood. Word number 3, I have a symbol. Describe a symbol you have seen on the street sign. Well, when you are on the street, you can see many signs, like the stop sign, turn left, school, kids. So there are many signs, and on these signs there are symbols, small pictures that can tell us what do they mean by this sign. Word number 4, I have the word tradition. What is one tradition your family has? For example, you can mention something. I know that the majority here in Lebanon, they have this Sunday tradition where they do barbecue as a family together. So I don't know, maybe this one of your families is a tradition. If you have something else, you can mention it, or you can also answer this. Let's move on to our next group of words. I have the word celebrate. What events do you celebrate? For example, here in Lebanon, we celebrate, remember, celebrate is to do something special. We celebrate birthday parties, we celebrate Christmas, we celebrate New Year, Adha, Fitr. Okay, so all these are, we usually celebrate them, and there are other different events where we celebrate. Next word, I have the word courage. What is something you did that took courage? So maybe you did something that requires courage or bravery, and you did it. Maybe saving a pet's life, maybe rescuing a pet from usually cats, they got stuck on the trees. So maybe you did something which is really brave and requires courage. You can also write a note and share it with us in our Zoom. Number 3, I have the word disappointment. How do you get over feelings of disappointment? What do you usually do when you're feeling disappointment? Maybe you eat. Some people, they like to eat chocolate. Maybe you like to go sit alone outside. Whatever you do, you can share it with us. Number 4, I have precious. Describe something precious. As we said, something precious is when it have a great value, when it has a great value to you. It can be expensive, or it can be not expensive. It depends on the situation where you got that item. So these are the vocabulary words that we had. This is just a revision. Now let's move on. We're going to also revise some of our the phonics rule that we covered last week, which is short A. It's about the short vowels. So here, for example, I have, which word has short A sound in the following sentence? This is the sentence that we have. Clap when the music ends. Clap when the music ends. So I'm not going to solve this one. I want you to practice solving these questions by yourselves. So you have to find the short A in this sentence. Moving on, which word has short I sound in the following sentence? It is not fun to be sick. It is not fun to be sick. Now, you may find out that there's more than one word, but you can choose one of these words that has the short I. Next one I have, also still in revision, and this one with short E. Which word has short E sound in the following sentence? He was not ready to wake up. Now, short E sound makes like an egg. So which one of these words has the short E sound? Not letter B, you have to be careful. He was not ready to wake up. Which one has the short E sound? Okay, what do we have? Now we're going to start our lesson, commands, exclamations, and monsters. So monsters has nothing to do with our lesson, it's just there for fun. First, what is a command and what is an exclamation? A command tells someone to do something and it ends with a period. For example, bring the book to the library. Bring the book to the library. Now in this sentence, the word you is understood at the beginning of a command, but it is usually not written. So what do I mean? A command is simply telling someone to do something for you. For example, bring the book to the library. Or you can say, for example, you can ask someone, for example, take this marker. So you will give it to that person, take. So a command usually begins with an action word. Listen, bring, take, sit, stand up, write your name, open. So all these words are action words. So I can say that a command usually begins with an action word. Sometimes if it's a polite command, you can say, for example, please give me this, please help me, please hand me. So you can start with the word please, so it can be a polite request. Now in this one, in this sentence, bring the book to the library. Who I'm talking to? Well, obviously I'm talking to someone in front of me. So I mean, hey you, like I'm talking to you, bring your book to the library. So the you here, okay, it's not written, but it's understood from the sentence. Now, on the other hand, what is an exclamation or exclamatory sentence? It shows excitement or strong feelings, and it usually ends with an exclamation mark. For example, what a wonderful gift you gave me. What a wonderful gift. You can see, I'm so excited about this gift. I have strong feelings, okay? I'm so excited. What a wonderful gift you gave me. So this sentence has an excitement in it, so that's why it ends with an exclamation mark. Sometimes, for example, you can say, I am so sad, okay? So this one has feelings. It can also end with an exclamation mark. Or you can say, I'm happy, yay! So this one is full with strong feelings, so it also ends with an exclamation mark. So now we're going to fix some of the sentences. So here you have these two sentences and you have to fix them. Number one, did your friends go to the game? Number two, where did the game take place? So this is an assignment for you. I want you to fix these sentences. Now usually we have to look about the ending, the beginning, the mark, okay? And that's how we fix a sentence. Now it's time to practice our command, exclamation, and monsters lesson. Number one, which one is correct? Is it A, finish your homework, begins with capital letter and end with a point? Is it B, finish your homework? Or C, finish your homework with an exclamation? Which one is the right answer? And the answer is
If you said A, then you are correct.
This is number 2. Which one is correct too?
Is it A, wow, that song was great? Or B, the same sentence, capital letter exclamation? Or C with a question mark? If you said B, then your answer is correct.
We are still practicing. Which one is correct?
Is it A, when do you get back from school? Full stop. Is it B, when do you get back from school? Question mark. Or C, when do you get back from school? Full stop. So which one is correct? If you answered B, then this is the right answer. This one I will keep it for you.
So now we are going to practice using the exercise book.
After each sentence, write a statement, question, command, or exclamation for the kind of sentence it is. Place the correct punctuation at the end of the sentence. Number 1, I want to go to Florida next summer. Florida is a place in USA. I want to go to Florida next summer. So what is this sentence? Is it a statement? Am I telling something? Am I asking? Is it a command? Am I requesting something? Or exclamation? Does it have strong feelings? This sentence is a statement and it should end with a full stop or period. Number 2, what a beautiful state it is. What a beautiful state it is. I'm expressing my feelings about this state, right? So I'm saying that it's really beautiful. So what kind of sentences is this one? This is an exclamation, exclamatory sentence or exclamation. Number 3, have you ever been there? Have you ever been there? So as you can see, I am what? I'm asking. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been to Florida before? So this one is question because I am asking. Number 4, wow. See this one? Wow. This is a hint for me that this sentence has strong feelings in it. Wow, my grandmother sent me a free ticket. I'm so happy. So this is an exclamation. Number 5, go with me to Miami. Go with me to Miami. So Miami is also a place in USA. So here I'm starting the sentence with an action word, go. So this has to be a command. Yes, you guessed it right. And the ending mark is full stop. Write S if the sentence is a statement. Write Q if it's a question. Write C if it's a command. Write E if it's an exclamation. And then place the correct punctuation at the end of each sentence. Let's read the sentences. Number 1, my dad collects clocks. So this is what my dad do. Am I telling or asking or showing strong feelings? So this one is simply a statement. I'm just telling what my dad do. So it's a statement and it should end with a period or full stop. Number 2, do you collect anything? So here I am what? Asking. Do you collect anything? So this one is a question and it should end with a question mark. Number 3, wow, I have this keyword in the beginning. Wow, it would be fun to collect autographs. So this one I'm showing strong feelings. It means this one is an exclamation. It should end with an exclamation mark. Number 4, write down your favorite hobbies. Write, I'm starting the sentence with an action word. Write down your favorite hobbies. So this one is a command. You got it right, and it should end with a period. Number 5, I can't believe Dad has over 100 clocks. Oh wow. So this one has strong feelings in it, right? So this one is an exclamation and should end with an exclamation mark.
Okay, so now that we have finished our grammar part, let's move on to the writing part. Write a paragraph about a family tradition. Answer the next questions to help you finish your paragraph. So we have already studied about the hamburger paragraph. So as we said, in a hamburger paragraph, we have the topic sentence. You can also imagine the top bun of the hamburger sandwich. And we have the details that are inside. We have the cheese, the lettuce, and the meat. And then I have the bottom bun, which is the closing sentence. It what wraps up what we're talking about in the paragraph. And the details are the lettuce and the meat and the cheese or the ketchup. So using the same skill from previous lecture, we're going to apply it now, and we're going to write a paragraph about a family tradition. Now don't panic, I made it so easy for you. I gave you some questions and I gave you some sample answers, so you can use the answers that I put, or you can make your own following the same way. So let's find out, or let's see what I'm talking about. The topic sentence, as I said, the topic sentence is in the top of the hamburger sandwich. So here I have the topic sentence is about family tradition. The main idea is what is the family tradition that you want to talk about. Now, as you can see, I put some possible answers. So these are some of the answers that you may find useful. For example, you can say we make tabbouleh and barbecue during New Year's Eve. This is our family tradition. Or you can say we share gifts during Christmas. This is our family tradition, just like Secret Santa. And number 3, you can say we always eat fish on Wednesday. This is our family tradition. So these are the 3 possible answers that you can use. And again, you can make your own. So this is one of the topic sentences. This is in the main idea, okay? So now we will move on to the details. So detail 1 is, let's say, for example, the cheese in the hamburger sandwich. How do you prepare for the tradition? What do you do? There are possible answers as well. For example, as we said, number 1, I said that we make tabbouleh and barbecue during a New Year. So if you choose this answer, you can also add details such as everyone gets to make something for the meal. So everyone gets to make something for the meal because you are preparing for a barbecue and a traditional dish, which is tabbouleh. So everyone must participate. Someone maybe will watch out for the pets if there are pets. Someone will wash the vegetables for the tabbouleh. So it depends. So you can say everyone gets to make something for the meal. Now the second one is when we said that we share gifts during Christmas. This is our family tradition. So how do you prepare for this tradition? I can say, for example, we write our names on papers, then we draw a name, means we take a name, we choose one of the names, and then we buy a gift for the name we get. So this is how you prepare. And if you chose number 3, which is having fish during Wednesday, so how do you prepare for this event or for this tradition? We can say, for example, we all must be on time for dinner every Wednesday. It means every and each member of the family. No excuses are allowed because it's a family tradition and it should be honored by each family member. Plus, no phones are allowed. Some moms, they do that. If it's a traditional dinner, like they have certain rules or like a routine that everyone should follow. So this is detail 1, which is we said the cheese. So now we will move on to the lettuce, for example, which is detail number 2. what is your job during this event? So first we talked about our family tradition. This was the topic sentence, and we chose the main idea because we chose a specific family tradition. I gave you 3 options: the Christmas, the Wednesday fish dish, and the New Year. Okay, so Christmas gifts, the New Year, and the Wednesday family dish. Now we added one detail, which is we said the cheese. Now this is the second detail, or the lettuce. How do you, or what is your job during this event? I usually wash the tomatoes for tabbouleh. So this one, if you are planning for a dinner during a New Year. Second possible answer is I give my mom the name I got so she can help me buy the perfect gift. So the second choice was buying gifts during Christmas for your family, one of the family members. So when you draw a name, that name, of course, because you are still young, you will give it to your mom or to your older brother or sister, so they can help you get the perfect gift. Or number 3, you do nothing. I wait in my room smelling the odor of the fried fish while finishing my homework. So maybe your mom doesn't need your help, and you can just sit in your room finishing your homework and until the dinner is ready. Now we will move on to detail number 3, which is the meat. We say, for example, here, what time does the event take place? So if it's a New Year's Eve, we can say, so if it's a New Year's Eve, I can say at 9 p.m. we gather in the cozy room and we have our meal. So because it's a New Year's Eve, maybe you will have your dinner late, not by 6 or 7, maybe by 9, because you will stay awake probably till it's 12, and so that you will welcome the next year. So at 9 p.m. we gather in the cozy room. Now remember, during New Year it's usually cold because it's winter, and we have we enjoy our meal. Now for Christmas, for example, at 6 p.m. we all gather and open our gifts. And the last one, for the Wednesday meal, you can say at 7 p.m. we gather around the table with our phones turned off to enjoy our meal. So you can use, so now we have said the topic sentence, or the main idea. We have added detail number 1, we have added detail number 2, we have added detail number 3. So I have the top bun, I have the cheese, the lettuce, and the meat. So now what's missing? The closing sentence, or as we said, the bottom bun. In the closing sentence, it's like a wrapping. You can talk about your feelings. How do you feel about your family tradition? For example, you can say, I like our family tradition. It keeps my family and I connected. You can just imagine when you all gather around, it will be a really nice gathering. You can hear stories from your mother and father and your brothers and sisters, and they can hear your stories as well. So that is the end of our lecture. Now the same question in writing will be found in the worksheet. You can watch this video again and if you want help to solve the worksheet. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.